welcome back. I'm John, an old YouTuber. This camcorder is finished charging, so I've made a lot of video this morning. I got my pension today, and I have to pay my bills tomorrow. I did like to read about diesel engine, but I think we should stick to my read list. No, my read order finish the Mercedes is close to 12 noon. This is Star Trek. Let's open my Adobe Acrobat. My hab reboot is suddenly it used to pop up. I can open all my old. Yes, I can do it. I can open all the old documents. So I think I just continue to finish the Mercedes, but actually I should read about the Mercedes, the B class and Mercedes C-class. I should maybe do that. So but let's open all my documents. Now I need to read about all this Brabus, Kleemann and Mercedes AMG. But let's open all my PDF. So everything open. Yes, Mercedes-Benz 600. So I got a new cell phone. So I'm trying to update my cell phone. So I go and take a look. I think I got a notification. I have some sounds. Okay, still need to update. Yes, of course it's a new cell phone, so it's keep updating. It will keep updating many times probably. So, but the read order should be kind of logical read order on my read lists. So I not jump. Let's just stick to my read list. No, my read order Mercedes-Benz 600 and Daimler-Benz Company and Mercedes Group could maybe finish all this today. But actually I should read about Mercedes B class and C class. I should maybe do that. But this 13 pages, I will go to my bed. I need a minute to do myself ready. So, but I got my money today, got my pension. So I just have to wait for tomorrow to pay my bills. No, this is a Mercedes-Benz 600. That's not the Mercedes-Benz S600. It's just a car called 600. Old Mercedes. So let's read about it. I do this because I like. No, we have to adjust the sound level. Let's try to lower. So it was 50, 52. So let's read this. Read loud, activate voice, read to end of documents.
Mercedes-Benz 600. Mercedes-Benz 600. W100, Mercedes-Benz 600 VL Silver TCE.jpg. Overview. Manufacturer Daimler-Benz, also called Grand Mercedes. Grosser Mercedes. Production 1963-1981. 2,677 built. 1. SWB 2,190. LWB 428. Landaulet 59. Designer Bruno Sacco. Friedrich Geiger. Paul Brack. Body and chassis glass ultra luxury car limousine body style 4-door saloon, SWB. 4-door limousine. 6-door limousine. Landaulet limousine. Layout. FR layout. Power train engine 6.3 LM 100 V8 dimensions. Wheelbases 3,200 mm, 126.0 in. The Mercedes-Benz 600 W100 is a line of ultra-luxury cars produced by Daimler-Benz from 1963 to 1981. Forerunner of the modern Maybach mark, the Grosser Mercedes, Grand Mercedes, succeeded the Type 300D Adenauer as the company's flagship model. It was positioned above the 300 series Mercedes-Benz W100 in price, amenities, and status. Its few competitors included British and American equivalents such as Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Lincoln Continental, Cadillac Series 75, and Imperial. It was well known for its ownership among celebrities and political leaders throughout the late 20th century. Generally, the short wheelbase, SWB, models were designed to be owner-driven, whereas the long wheelbase, LWB, and limousine models, often incorporating a central divider with power window, were intended for chauffeur operation. History. The 600 replaced the Mercedes-Benz W189 limousine, which was nicknamed the Adenauer, after Konrad Adenauer, who employed several of these during his term as the first West German Chancellor. Production began in 1964 and continued through to 1981. 2. During this time, production totaled 2,677 units comprising 2,190 saloons, 304 Pullmans, 124 six-door Pullmans and 59 Landaulets. 2. The 600 succeeded the 1961 Mercedes-Benz W100 in a single pneumatic self-leveling suspension. 3. 4. An enhancement of the Mercedes-Benz 300D Adenauer's dashboard-activated mechanical torsion bar-based system. A version is incorporated in Mercedes' current active body control. With its demise in 1981, the 600 marked the last ultra-luxury model that the brand produced in an unbroken line since the Model 60 HP Simplex from 1903. 5. The company would return to this segment some 20 years later with the Maybach 57/62, but the Maybach was extremely expensive, but these cars ultimately failed to captivate customers in the same way as their British rivals. As a LWB 3,900 mm, 153.5 in length, SWB 5,540 mm, 218.1 in, LWB 6,240 mm, 245.7 in, width 1,950 mm, 76.8 in, height SWB 1,500 mm, 59.1 in, LWB 1,510 mm, 59.4 in, curb weight 2,993,280 kilograms, 6,592 7,231 pound. Chronology. Predecessor Mercedes-Benz 300D. Successor Mercedes-Benz S600, 600 SWB, 1993 present, Maybach 57 and 62, 600 Pullman, 2002, 2012, Mercedes Maybach S600, 600 LWB, 2015 present. 600 Pullman in Mercedes Museum, formerly transporting guests of the German government. Mercedes 600 Landauertasselt. Daimler ended production of the Maybach brand in 2012 and has not returned to this segment. As of 2019, the Mercedes flagship is the Mercedes Maybach S-Class, which occupies a considerably lower price bracket and is not a true successor to the 600 and earlier models. However, it is seen as a spiritual successor, since it is the first luxury Mercedes since the 600 to feature some bespoke design touches not available on the standard S-Class models. The 600 came in two main variants: a short wheelbase four-door saloon, available with a power divider window separating the front seats from the rear bench seat, although most were built without this feature. A long wheelbase four-door Pullman limousine, with two additional rear-facing seats separated from the driver compartment by a power divider window, of which 304 were built, and a six-door limousine, with two forward-facing jump seats at the middle two-door and a rear bench seat. A number of the limousines were made as landauerlets, with a convertible top over the rear passenger compartment. Two versions of the convertible roof were made, long roof and short roof. Oft hem, the short roof, which opens only above the last, third row of seats, is the more common version. Rarer, especially with the six-door landauerlets, is the long roof, called the presidential roof. In all 59 landauerlets were produced, and of them, only 26 were six-door landauerlets. Of these 26, only 9 were six-door landauerlets with the long presidential type roof. One of these 9 cars was used by the former Yugoslavian President Josip Broz Tito, and it was sold in 2017 in England, for £2.5 million. 6. Landauerlets like these were also notably used by the German government, as during the 1965 state visit of Queen Elizabeth II. The Vatican, in addition to an elongated Mercedes 300D four-door landauerlet, used for the Pope, a specially designed Mercedes 600 four-door landauerlet, which now resides at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart. Production of the landauerlet versions of the 600 ended in 1980. Mercedes also made 2 special 600 coupes, one as a gift for retiring longtime Mercedes chief designer Rudolf Uhlenhort, and the other for Fritz Nallinger, head of the Mercedes Research and Development Center in the 1950s and 60s. These cars had a wheelbase 22 centimeters, 8.6 inches, shorter than the SWB saloon. A third coupe was much later constructed by Karl Middellauf from a SWB saloon. 7. Karl Middellauf also created a questionable pair of matching 600 in museums in Sheen, sitting low until the air compressor resupplies pressure to the suspension. Chevrolet El Camino style coupes from 600 SWB saloons, one oft hem with a Vortex supercharger. 8. A single example of a SWB four-door landauerlet, combining the handling of a short wheelbase with qualities of a landauerlet, was built by Mercedes in 1967 for former racing driver Philipp Konstantin von Bergheim. Mechanical. The 600's great size, weight, and numerous hydraulically driven amenities required more power than Mercedes' largest engine at that time, the 3-liter 6-cylinder M189, could produce. A new V8 with more than twice the capacity was developed, the 6.3 LM100. It featured single overhead camshafts, SOC, and a Bosch-made intermittently injecting multi-point manifold injection. It developed 250 PS, 184 kilowatts, 247 HP. 9. The 600S Complex 150 bar, 2176 psi, hydraulic pressure system powered the automobile's window seats, sunroof, boot lid, and automatically closing doors. Adjustable air suspension delivered excellent rider quality and sure handling over any road surface. 10. In 1968 the M100 engine and pneumatic suspension were fitted to the much smaller but still substantial W100 300 sail 6.3, creating the world's fastest four-door saloon. In 1975 a larger 6.9-litre version of M100 was installed in the W116 Mercedes-Benz 450 sail 6.9 and air suspension was replaced with a hydraulic suspension. Notable owners. Famous owners of the Mercedes-Benz 600 have included the following people. Celebrities and tycoons. Aristotle Onassis, 11. Bob Jane. Bobby Womack asserts that Janis Joplin was inspired to the song Mercedes-Benz after a ride with him in his new 600. 12. Coco Chanel. David Bowie, 13. Eric Clapton. Elizabeth Taylor. Elvis Presley, 14, 15. Frank Packer. Florian Schneider, 16. George Harrison, 17. Herbert von Karajan, 18. Hugh Hefner, 19. John Lennon, 17. J.K., 20. Jack Nicholson, 21. Jay Leno, who had his 600, a 1972 SWB, fitted with a supercharger by Carl Middelhoff, making it the only 600 compressor in existence. Jeremy Clarkson. Johannes, 11th Prince of Thurn and Taxes, 18. Karen Carpenter. Maya Aomatyu, 18. Pete Townshend owns a 6-door version, 22. Ringo Starr, 23. Ronnie Wood. Rowan Atkinson. Robert Wood Johnson 3, 24. Udo Jurgens, 18. Politicians and royalty. Anastasio Somoza Debayle, president of Nicaragua, bought a SWB for his wife Hope Portocarrero from the first production run. Bhumibol Adulyadej, king of Thailand, 25. Chen Yi, former Chinese foreign minister, 26. Daniel Moi, 27, 28. Deng Xiaoping, 26. Deng Yingxiao, wife of Zhou Enlai, the first Chinese prime minister, 26. Enver Hoxha, 29, 30. François Papa Dog de Vallier, 31, 32. François Toumbourbe, 33. Ferdinand Marcos, who owned 4, including a Landaulet, a 1981 bulletproof model and a 6-door version, 34, 35, 30. F.W. de Klerk, 36, 37. Habib Bourguiba 600 Pullman Habib Bourguiba, President of Tunisia, 38, 18. Hassan II of Morocco, King of Morocco, 18. Hastings Kamuzu Banda. Hosni Mubarak, 39. Idi Amin, 40. Jim Fauch, 36. Joseph Broz Tito, 1971 Pullman Landaulet, 41, 42. Jean Bedel Bokassa, 43. Jean-Claude Duvalier, 44. John Vorster, 36. Jomo Kenyatta, 45. King Khalid of Saudi Arabia. Kim Il-sung, 46, 30. Kim Jong-il, 30. Kim Jong-un Winking Satsuma, 47. The North Koreans have also owned a Landaulet, both seen in the 65th anniversary parade in Pyongyang on the 10th of October, 2010. Leonid Brezhnev, 18, 48. Léopold Sédar Senghor, President of Senegal. The first Senegalese regime, 1960-1980, under him had three 600s, a short wheelbase, a long wheelbase, and a landaulet, later replaced by the W126 based carriage.